Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about In Just Like That. This is episode 9. The title, I never say the title. I don't know why I'm trying to be different tonight. Anyways, Miranda, Charlotte, and Carrie are out having lunch. Miranda tells the girls that she wants them to come to Brooklyn and help finish painting this women's shelter. I can't remember the professor's name, but the professor, I don't know if it's her women's shelter, but basically she wants Carrie and Charlotte to come and help. Carrie, being the rich white woman that she is now that she's inherited all that money that Big probably left her. I don't know. That's just what I put in my mind. That Big left her a cute little coin, okay? Carrie said, girl, I'm going to be the rich white woman to just write a check. I'm with Carrie. I'm sorry. I'm with Carrie. What you think gonna matter more? If I write this check, this nice size fat check, or me going there and painting them walls? Which one you think gonna matter the most? The check or me slapping that paint on that wall? I think the check. Anyway, I wonder if Tasha K done cut that check to Cardi B yet. This ain't got nothing to do. I just thought about check, and I thought about big money, and I thought about Tasha K, and I thought about that $4 million that she owed Cardi B for lying on her, and that's how that popped into my mind. Anyways, girl, when they said she lied, girl, Tasha, y'all know Tasha lied on that girl. Don't get in my comment section talking about girl. Okay? That's the day I'm gonna start blocking people when y'all start playing with me. Anyways, all right, so the downstairs neighbor, she comes up, she gives Carrie a ring. She was a jewelry maker. The conversation, I think it was, she noticed Carrie already had a ring on, and she said that it was pretty. And Carrie says, "Oh yeah, thank you," something like that. And they got on the subject of ex-boyfriends and long distance relationships. And Carrie said that, yeah, my relationship is long distance, right? I don't know. I'm not trying to sound insensitive, but it's like Carrie. Like, Carrie, you made the conversation awkward. Like, so now she told the girl that basically Big was dead. And the girl was like, I'm sorry. And like, what do you say? Because, girl, you just tried to act like that man lived in California. Girl, okay, or Florida. Girl, that man is, he a long way away. And he ain't coming back. So anyways, Lily. This is the most from what I can recall, this is the most I've seen Lily outside of her kind of like not bothered character. Lily gets her period. And I think her period came earlier, or I think it was going to come twice. Something like that, I can't remember. But she gets her period, and she's mad because she was supposed to be going to a pool party. She doesn't use tampons, maxi pads. She doesn't use tampons. Tampons go inside. Maxi pads. Yeah. She used I don't know nothing about girl, that's not the business I'm in. She used one and not the other. She used the tampon. I know. Tampons. Tampons go inside, maxi pads, they don't go inside. So basically, Charlotte was like, girl, just put a tampon on. She don't want to stick nothing inside of her. Okay. Miranda and Shay are out for dinner. I guess some fans of Shay walk up and they ask for a picture. Shay agrees. Miranda says, "Oh yeah, I'll take the picture." While taking the picture, the fans mention that Shay has had sex with like 2 of their friends. Now, you probably would have got cursed out if that was me, fan or not. Girl, don't you walk up to me while I'm sitting down with somebody? You don't know who this is across the table from me, okay? And I think they did know, because Charlotte introduced herself as the girlfriend. And you gonna sit here in front of my girlfriend and mention 2 people who I done had sex with before like it ain't nothing? I know this is a TV show, but I don't know why they got me hot. You hear me? So anyways, girl, they just telling all the Shay business. Shay kind of looks at Miranda oh, when she introduced herself as a girlfriend. I didn't know what that look meant, okay? We'll talk more about that later. Carrie and Seema go out. Carrie doesn't know, but it's Seema's birthday. They try to get into the club. Carrie, walks up. Once she finds out that it's Seema's birthday, she's like, "Oh, girl, let's just go to the front of the line and I'm gonna try to get you in." So Carrie walks up and we know how this works. We've seen this in the movies, right? Basically, girl, we see this. The girls come to the front of the line. They try and get their way into the club. Basically, just let us in the club. It's my friend's birthday. We just want to dance for a couple of minutes and we're gonna be gone. Girl, they tell them no. Seema even pulled out some money. He was basically offended. Girl, were you really offended? Okay. Am I getting ahead of myself? I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. So Carrie is supposed to go have dinner with the guy. I forgot his name, girl. John. No, that's John. No, that's big. Is his name Peter? Girl, she's supposed to go have dinner with the guy. She gets dressed. She goes and meets the guy. And she basically lets him know that she can't do it. She didn't want to text him, and be disrespectful. So she decided to meet up and basically tell him to his face. He doesn't, he's not upset about it. He tells her, basically he understands. He still, listens to the last voicemail that his wife sent him before she died. So, he completely understood. She gave him a hug and then she, skipped off. That Carrie walk she do. Miranda pops up at Shay's place. Shay's in the middle of working. She thought that someone was in the apartment. It wasn't anyone in the apartment. Shay was just busy. So of course Miranda gets very, very excited and, oh my God, I have to go. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Miranda is all over the place, right? Because she said this was a guy I would have never popped up at a guy's house with cookies. Shay is trying to calm her down. Now, this is where I got confused. Okay, now I'm confusion. Somebody, y'all gonna have to help me. Okay. Shay says that Miranda is not her girlfriend, that they are getting to know each other. But girl, just the other day you told her that you loved her. See, this is how people get stabbed, okay? Because how you love somebody but don't want to make her your girlfriend now? That don't make, am I off on that? Because if I love you, girl, Shay might try, girl, I knew somebody who used to try to pull that stuff with me. Girl. And I love you. You love the homeless man. You're not in love with me. You got love for everybody. We're not gonna play this word game. So I don't know if Shay was trying to play a word game with Miranda or what. But it's like, how can you sit here and tell her that you love her on the sidewalk, but then, girl, turn around and be like, oh, you're not my girlfriend. We getting to know each other. Girl, does that make sense? Am I off on that? I don't know. I feel like I don't. And then she says that, she tells her that she's the only one that she's having sex with. And so that kind of calms Miranda down. And then Miranda pretty much leaves. But Shay was confusing me. I feel like Shay gonna hurt Miranda's feelings. Wow, this is scary. I was surprised it wasn't this episode because I just knew this episode Miranda was gonna be walking around with a long face trying to get back with Steve. Anyway, child. So the next day they make it to the women's shelter. Seema is basically like, girl, I'm not paying. I'm rich brown woman. I'm not paying. I'm with Seema. Seema said, girl, I'm gonna write a check. I'm gonna sit over here and smoke me a cigarette. Girl, I would have had I don't smoke cigarettes. I would have tried, somebody gonna give me a cocktail. I'm gonna drink a cocktail and she gonna smoke this cigarette, okay? But anyway, Seema said she ain't paying, so she go smoke a cigarette. Baby, when I tell you I got my life, when LTW came, so first I got irritated because They pulled up in a limousine. And I said, girl, how do you pull up to a women's shelter in a limousine? I thought it was Charlotte, because Charlotte was the first person I hopped out. I said, I know Charlotte, no damn, why are you pulling up girl, read the room, mama, right? So she hopped out, the kids hop out, then LTW hop out, and LTW basically says that it was a mistake that she asked for a van, and they sent a limousine. LTW had on some boots up to her knees, because she had on this short set, girl, with brushes, and it was over the top, and it was dramatic and a lot, but I liked it. It was cute to me. Now if I saw one of y'all bitches walking down the street in there, I'm asking where you going. Girl, this is a TV show. See, y'all be getting TV show fashion confused with real life fashion. Or magazine fashion confused with real life fashion, girl. Anyways, child. But girl, so she introduced, she gets out with a camera. Miranda feels some type of way that LTW got out with the camera. Like, girl, why is she coming up with the camera? Like, this is not a photo op, right? But the professor loved the idea that I guess now this woman who has all this access and power and resource, right? Now she's gonna, show what's going on down here at the women's shelter. So she basically, Charlotte introduces LTW, and the professor is basically like, she asks LTW, how's everything going? Then LTW asks her, I wish everything, the cater council, if you can get a cater down here for 100 people, that would be great. But she said it just plain. LTW was like, oh, no problem, let me see what I can do. A rich black woman with power. I want to be a rich black woman with power when I get older. Yes, I want to be like LTW. Girl, fine. Girl, I got it. No big deal. Girl, go paint. I want to be out here. Okay? Girl, all of a sudden, girl, you saw food trucks. Just pull it up. I say yes, ma'am. Anyway, I got my life. So, what did I put that? See, sometimes I don't write full sentences. I just write a couple of words and think I'm gonna remember. Now I can't remember what I mean. The husband mad. Who's the husband? Oh, the professor. The professor's husband. Okay. So basically, they were painting. They had already kind of broke off into groups. Carrie, Steve chose Carrie. Now I see why he chose Carrie, because he was trying to get some information from Carrie. Oh, messy helper. So Steve, I saw what you tried to do. Anyway, so Steve chose Carrie. Brady, of course, chose his girlfriend. They was probably in the back of in the woods somewhere. Y'all don't have woods in New York, huh? They was probably in the porta potty. Okay, you know how they doing. And then Miranda was with the husband, the professor and the husband, and LTW's husband and the kids. So the husband saw LTW's husband basically kind of over there with the kids, showing them how to paint the wall, and he looking like, he really wants a kid now. He mentions it to the professor, and the professor is like, girl, they probably got 3 nannies. I don't care. And so he gets upset at her response. He storms off. So Seema is outside smoking a cigarette, baby. I don't know who that man was who pulled up. It was a club owner. Well, okay, he was a club owner. And he pulled up and he was like, what's going on? What's all this? Basically, why are all these tables here? And she was like, why are you asking me? Right? So, when I said that man was sexy, I said, ooh. I said, come on, Muhammad Aladdin. Yes. Jabbar Ahmed. Muhammad Aladdin Jabbar Ahmed. Yes. I live. That thing was fine. Yeah. Anyways, girl, so you could tell they kind of started digging each other a little bit. He liked the whole, She a grown woman. She a boss. You know, he got her boss. I said, that's so sexy. So anyways, girl, Steve starts asking Carrie questions that he should not be asking her. I'm sorry, girl. That is not your friend. That's Miranda's friend. So Carrie over there stuttering. She nervous, girl. She just stepped in paint. So Steve basically asking her, basically like, you know, when did this happen? Did you know? You know, like, what is going on with Miranda? When did she start liking girls? What's going on? And, you know, Carrie was just like, she had nothing to do with it. I said, no, that's right. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Girl, girl, flashing and telling girl, plotting just kept, girl, I almost whooped her ass in my kitchen, okay? But anyways, girl, Lily's tampon, that tampon string, she loses her tampon. She loses her tampon, basically, okay? Charlotte is basically telling her it's not that big of a deal. You can find it. Calm down. Steve also told Carrie that his ring is never coming off. I think what's about to happen again, I think that Shay gonna hurt Miranda's feelings. I think that Miranda is gonna try and get back with Steve. And I hope Steve tell her no. I know Steve cheated on Miranda. I know. But I also feel like, even with that being said, I feel like Miranda, if Shay ends up being the person that I think that they are, then I feel like Miranda gonna try to run back to Steve, and I don't think that's fair. And Steve already said, I'm the one that's always basically trying to make us work. Like, I just feel like Steve shouldn't take her back if that's the case. But I'm getting ahead of myself because I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But I feel like Miranda about to be walking around here with her face cracked in about 1-2 episodes, okay? But Steve said his ring ain't never coming off. He loved Miranda. His ring ain't never coming off. Like, I'm low-key with Carrie. Like, basically, girl, move on. Because Miranda ring is coming off, baby. If it ain't already off, okay? Now, she might try to put it back on if Shay break her heart. But anyways, the professor and the husband, he wants a child. It's been 15 years. I think she's tired of trying to, you know, they've been going through IVF and all of that stuff. I think she's over it. I don't know what they're going to do, you know. That is a big change, but people change their minds. I see it from both sides, honestly. What I felt like 15 years ago is not what I'm going to feel like 15 years later. And 15 years ago, I don't think either one of them wanted children. And now it sounds like he wants it and she doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. You know, clearly, you know, she's tried, but I think she's probably, from what I can remember from the episodes, it sounds like she's tried to get pregnant just for him. Am I wrong on that? I don't know what they're going to do. Charlotte has a flash period. I guess she thought her period, Charlotte's period, she thought she was going through menopause. She thought she was done. Carrie's been through it. I thought it was cute how they actually talked about them not having their periods anymore. But Charlotte thought she was done. She has a flash period. You can see it through her clothes. Carrie ends up texting the man asking for another date. And then her and Seema end up going to the club that she met the man who owns the club. Girl, they walk straight into the club. I was like, yes, hell. I was so excited. That was pretty much the end of it. Y'all. All right, I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.